In this video, I'll be showing you the process I have learnt to expose or burn a screen for screen printing. I am working within the Surface Pattern and Textiles department at Swansea College of Art, utilising their range of specialised equipment across their studio for screen printing. I'll be sharing information on how this process works and good practice for getting the perfect screen. We always start by checking the screen for pinholes, tears and pulls, as these can affect your image. We prepare the screen by initially washing front and reverse with a degreaser to remove any residue from previous coatings, ink residue, and to remove any dust. Rinsing this off, we leave the screen to dry in a drying rack. Whilst the screen dries, we prepare our emulsion. This emulsion is a light-sensitive liquid which is applied to the screen to create a surface onto which we can expose our positive using UV light. There are different types of emulsion, which all have different properties, catered to the level of accuracy and definition needed in our image. We apply this emulsion in a dark room to prevent light from affecting our final image. Generously fill the scoop coater with the emulsion. It's always better to have too much than too little, and risk running out mid-pull. We have a variety of scoop coaters for different size screens, as you'll need a trough that fits within your screen frame. This is to ensure we get a clean, consistent contact with the mesh to get an even coating. It is key to have something to secure your screen against, to prevent it from moving whilst you coat. We use these wooden planks to rest the screen at an angle for easier coating. We place the scoop coater around an inch away from the bottom of the frame and tilt until the emulsion begins to touch the mesh. We pull the scoop coater up the screen using both hands for an even pressure until we reach just before the top, where we tilt back and pull the coater away to reveal the layer of emulsion deposited onto the mesh. It's important to check for any messy edges. Excess emulsion will interfere with your exposure and will not wash out efficiently, so use a spatula to clean up any drips before leaving the screen face up in the drying rack until completely touch dry. Any excess emulsion can be put back into the pot to be used for future screen coating. Once done, return it to the fridge to prevent light and temperature from affecting the remaining emulsion. Our positive artwork is laid face up on the exposure unit, where the UV lights will expose from below, through our positive and onto our screen. Once completely dry, lay your screen mesh side down onto your image. The exposure unit will shine UV light onto the screen and image. As the emulsion is light sensitive, it hardens under the UV light's rays. Where your artwork is black, light is prevented from getting to the emulsion, preventing it from hardening. which we can wash away to reveal our image. Different emulsions will have varying exposure times. Experiment with your exposure tests to see what produces the best results for you. Once exposed, we transport the screen into the wash rack and thoroughly coat the screen with a gentle spray of water to begin to wash out the unhardened emulsion. All areas of the black artwork will wash out to emulsion-free mesh, which we will later pull paste through to create our image. Holding your screen to the light can help with spotting areas of unwashed emulsion, to ensure we get our image completely clear for printing. We take our time with this process to make sure we get a completely clean image. The screen is left to dry and harden back up in the drying rack. Once dry, to ensure our screen is perfect, we will inspect the emulsion for any pinholes where dust may have interfered with the coating and fill in any spots with a dab of emulsion. Let this dry completely before use. To finish preparing the screen, use packing tape to tape off the edges of the mesh close to the frame where we haven't applied emulsion to get a nice clean edge and prevent any paste from escaping our image. The screen is now ready for printing. For more insight into the screen printing process and artworking process, explore our other videos through the Craft Hub platform.